Good evening, viewers. Welcome back to Spotlight powered by Easy Jobs. Today, as promised, we are going to publish the results of our opinion poll conducted last 4 days. And here we have our pollster, Dev Gupta. Dev Gupta is a digital marketer and data analyst from Easy Jobs. Hi, Dev. How are you?
I'm great, sir. Thank you so much for having me.
So,
how are you?
Very good, very good. How did the polls come along?
Right, sir. So we have just received the poll results, and there has been overwhelming response from all the participants. So we can take off right now.
Okay, fine. Viewers, we will just see how the results are today. Go ahead, Dev, and present.
All right. I hope my screen is visible.
Oh, yeah, it's visible.
Okay, so let's go ahead. So question one is, what is your party affiliation? As you can see, 41.77% people have voted Republican, 31.65 have voted Democrat, and another 26.58% of the poll participants have still not decided.
Okay, basically you want to say out of the people who responded, 41.77% are Republicans and Democrats are 31.6%, and then undecided are 26.58. It's a good data to proceed with. So this is about the party affiliation from the people who we have sent the invitations for the survey, and then this is what we got back. So it's a very good mix. In fact, 41, 31, 26 people. If the 26 people go to Trump will win. And then if the 26 people will go to Democrats, Biden will win. So this is a good data to begin with. Go ahead, the next slide, Dave.
So this is again a pretty straight choice that people have shown to us. And it also goes a little array of most of the regular polls which we have been seeing on mainstream media, right? By the way, which is because Donald Trump here looks to be winning with a straight majority of 56 versus 43.
Okay, mind you, viewers, this has been mainly circulated among Asian Americans. This may not represent the full cross section of people who are voting in America, but still we are trying for the first time how we are going to do. Okay, thank you, Dev, for this data. And then as per our data, 56.96 people have chosen to vote to Donald Trump, and then Joe Biden 43.4. Did you miss anybody, or all the people who have responded answered this question?
Okay, so this is perhaps only one of the few questions which had 100% polling. So people have made up their mind between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, at least the people who have participated in our poll.
Okay, possibly that means here the Republicans, Democrats, as well as undecided voters have in full, they have responded, and these are the results. Okay, go ahead, Dave, for the next question we have asked for. Okay, this question is mainly a tricky question. If you are voting or have voted Trump, your reason for voting, basically we were asking them why did they vote for Trump. See, like we have, I like Trump and Pence, and then 33.33% of the people voted because they like Trump. And then 8.97% people have voted because they have liked Republican Party and its ideals. And then 3.85, just a very narrow margin, they have voted for Trump because they didn't like the Democratic Party. And then this is a very important figure, like 15.38% of people, they didn't like Biden and Harris. Maybe this could be from the undecided voters, therefore they have voted Trump. So I will not vote for Trump. Okay, 38.46 people have done this one. Go ahead and then present the opposite version of this question, Dave.
Find jobs, hire candidates. Download Easy Jobs today.
If you are voting or voted for Biden, your reason for voting is, this is a reverse question we asked for the people who voted for Democrats. Then they said, 14.29%, they said they like Biden and Harris, therefore they voted. And then interestingly, there are more people who said the 5.19% than the Republicans were 3 point some change percent. They said that they like the Republican Party. Here, 5.19% people have said they like the Democratic Party, so therefore they have voted. Then I didn't like the Republican Party. I have voted a very, very small percentage here. I don't like Trump and Pence, therefore I have voted. The percentage is 23.38. I did not and I will not vote for Trump and Harris. This is a question that was straight away we asked. Is 53.25% of the total respondents have responded. So that means 47% people have voted for Democratic looks. Okay, go ahead. Whose foreign policy will be better for India in the coming days? As you guys know, there is a lot of unrest and then aggression going on between the three countries, especially India, China, and Pakistan, and then other Asian countries, like the aggression of China on the countries surrounding it in the China Sea, around the China Sea and things like that. So therefore, we have asked this question because we felt this question is relevant. So in this, whopping 63.29% of respondents told that Trump and Pence will be definitely an advantage for India, and that for that matter, we conclude it as Asia too. So what is your comments, Dave?
I think the Trump administration here has a 2/3 majority, which is really a huge margin of victory, at least on the subject of foreign policy. So Biden and Harris definitely, as far as Asian Americans are concerned, have a major setback.
Mm-hmm. So do you think that in reality, all the Asians not voting for Biden Harris?
First of all, it depends on which part of Asia somebody is from. But as far as South Asia is concerned, the vast majority of which is Indians. So most of them, I believe, will vote in their country of origin interest, if you were to put it that way, and then they might end up voting for Trump based on this piece of data here.
Oh, it's funny that everybody in India will have one nationality and everybody in China will have one nationality. But unfortunately, it's so the immigrants who become citizens in America, they don't have one nationality. They always maintain two nationalities. Okay, you don't need to worry about. So everybody thinks about their own country. So therefore, our survey states that people who immigrated to America from Southern Asia and then regions around that, they definitely vote for Trump Pence. That's what is conclusion, right?
True.
Okay, go ahead with your next question that we have asked in the response today. Yeah, what is the single most important issue that you keep in mind while voting? And this is a generic question. People have been talking about. CNN talks about only coronavirus can make the difference, while Fox says economic issues can make the difference. But we asked our Asians, who are generally more conservative in the sense like they don't go against the rules, and then if pandemic is there, wear mask. Probably they would wear mask, and then the effect of corona may not be there on most of these people. So therefore, Dave, your opinion on this result?
I think it's a real eye opener for most of the news. Most of the people in the media who believe that Corona or the COVID-19 situation will be the only clincher in the race. However, I think the American people are wise enough to see a little beyond that and really focus on the economic factor as well. As you can see, the economy alone is a winner here. It has more people. More people think economy is the real decider than all the others combined. In the Corona year, it has taken a setback, but then Trump has promised, and as most of us have seen, the economy seems to be back on track. At least it seems to be, which is an achievement, I'd say.
Okay, that's very good. Actually, what's in my opinion, I spoke in one of my other shows, is that people have gotten used to coronavirus and how to handle. That's what I was trying to give an example sometime back in March 14-15, when there were 2 deaths in New Jersey. We were so worried, and people were stocking things like hand sanitizers and then paper products and all those things, and then it was in news. So now the daily cases are much more than what it was in March, but still people are not so much worried, in the sense like they are gotten used to and how to react or how to protect themselves. So therefore, the next immediate thing that they are looking at probably is economy. Okay, shall we? Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dave. Who can handle the economy better? This is one of the question we were trying to put it to people. Dave, your opinion on this one?
I mean, again, it's a straight win. It's a win by a 2/3 margin, which is considered to be the ultimate win in politics. And then this is one of the two major things where the Trump administration is looking to beat Biden-Harris on. One is the economy, the other being national security. So both are two, I mean, they are different facets, of course, but both are two aspects where Trump has scored heavily on top of his opponents. So yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, that has been much accepted because he is creating the jobs, but there was always a theory behind, like Trump is riding on the wave that was created by Obama. And then again, in my previous things, I have always told reaching 80% of whatever target is easy, from 0 to 80%, but 80 to 20% is very, very difficult. So Trump has achieved the feat of breaking the records in employment of Asian Americans, Black African Americans, and then Hispanics, and then in every category, women, and so on and so forth. That could probably be reflecting here. So yeah, go ahead, Dave. Yeah, this is one of my favorite question to everybody, and then possibly we hear different people can handle different ways. Yeah, your opinion, Dave.
Okay, so first of all, I personally believe that a situation like COVID-19 is a once in a century situation. So we never know how really to handle it. Like if a pandemic occurs 100 years from now, there will be a totally different set of tools with which we can deal with it. Right now, I mean, which are the best tools? I think neither Trump nor Biden would know. However, the fact that Trump has still managed a marginal victory here shows that at least people are confident in the Trump administration dealing with the pandemic.
This is, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Biden administration, on the other hand, does not really look confident enough. And this is in parts largely because they tried to politicize the pandemic issue since day one.
Yes, yes, yeah. Even now, it's going on like that. The moment we see CNN, the moment we see Fox, both have different issues. In fact, one of the citizen or one of the movie actors yesterday tweeted CNN, how long you are going to show the same things about pandemic, and then CNN has tweeted back to her stating that, okay, you wear mask, and finally, okay, if you don't like us, you switch on to Fox. That's what is the straight answer from CNN. But anyway, in my opinion, once upon a time, when in March or April, one of the chief minister of Andhra Pradesh, one of the chief minister in Indian states, I think Jagan Mohan Reddy, told that, okay, people have to get rid of the stigma that is built around COVID, and then they have to live to accept that there is corona, and then keep doing those things. So he was seen as a fool around that time, and people are now practicing the same. They're going to their respective works simply because of pandemic, people cannot stop their regular day-to-day activities. Okay, the next thing, Dave, who will deal with China threat more effectively? Go ahead, your comments, and then how they have responded there.
Yeah, I'll come to the numbers later, but for the first point I want to make here is the top two countries which are really threatened by China are India and America. Well, India has a more physical threat of direct violence on the border, while the country that suffers the most economically because of a country like China is America. So now, as far as the China threat is concerned, it is very easy for India and America both to tie up. And that is why most Indian Americans would be seen to be voting for Donald Trump on this issue. And then Joe Biden has forever, and for as long as at least I can remember, supported China on, or at least been very soft on China. So whether Trump has really taken on China or not does not really matter, as long as people are confident about Trump dealing with China. He has at least, I mean, he's been the first politician in at least the last 20 years who has said that China needs to pay up. Now, that is a big statement for the president of the United States to make. But he has done that, and he declared an open trade war. Now, there's trade deficit and all, but he's at least shown the intention, the gumption to take on China. And the results of that are here.
Yeah, I do agree. I have been from the days that I have been speaking to a lot of politicians, I've been telling that China is a big threat. Big threat, much bigger than what Soviets used to be to America, because Soviet unnecessarily has depleted its financial resources, and then it has a limited muscle, and then it crumbled. But whereas China has a lot of muscle power as well as a lot of money power too, and then it's a real threat unless it is taken care by one of the strong president like Trump, and it will be good for the whole world. Next day.
This is our last question on the list, and says it really asks the poll participants whether they believe that the results will be decided really on November 7, and they will be decided by the courts.
Okay.
So as you can see,
Go ahead.
As you can see, most people do not believe that these will actually go down to the courts to decide, and we will have a normal election result.
Okay. It is true that the results are not going to be declared unless it is landslide for either of these parties on tomorrow's night, election night, because some states have received a mail-in date to be on election day, which means it takes at least 3 days for them to reach. So therefore, end of the week is an ideal time for them to count all the results and then declare the final winner in case the margins are very slight in the respective counties or respective whatever. So therefore, in my opinion, the full result, unless it is landslide to either party, it will not come on tomorrow, but definitely weekend. And most of the users believe in American electoral system, and then they think that the election result will not go to court and it will be decided at the ballot boxes. We will hope so. And then we will see you tomorrow. Join with us from 5:30 to 11 o'clock in the night for the election night debates and then opinions by various people. Thank you so much. Thank you, Easy Jobs team, and thank you, Dave.
Sure, sir. Thank you.